Hey guys, welcome back to another BNSF 6951 video. Um, this is going to be a progress report on the modifications I've been doing on my layout in room number 1. But before I get to that, I need to tell you a little story about one of my subscribers. The subscriber's name is David Durbin. About a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, I don't remember, but he sent me an email saying that he would like to have a little bit of a helping hand in building my layout. And he told me that he had a bunch of boxes that he was going to go through, and any N-scale stuff that he had, he was going to send to me. So I told him, well, you know, if you want to give it away, that's fine, I'll take it, no problem. Anyhow, a little bit of time went by, and I got another email from David saying that he's gone through over 100 boxes and came up with very little N-scale stuff. So in the same email he told me that he was going to take a trip to his local hobby shop, Lowe's, and the auto parts store that he works at. So now he's got me totally confused. Anyhow, he emailed me at the beginning of this week and told me, or actually it was the end of last week, and told me that he had a box ready to be sent out, and he sent it out, and I received it yesterday. There was a 2-page letter that he included with the stuff. I'm not going to read it to you guys because it's just going to take way too long, but I will show you some of the stuff that he has sent me. First of all, he sent me about a dozen telephone poles, a small little billboard, and then I guess from where he works, he got me some packs of striping. And the striping is cool because I can use that when I do my lines on my road or whatever. I have striping. Then, I guess from his local hobby shop, he went out and picked up 2 cars, a 3-bay hopper and a log car. And guys, these are brand new. But the 2 most important things that he sent me, and I'm assuming that he has been paying attention to my videos and knows that I needed one of these, an NMRA track and wheel gauge. David, this was important to me. Thank you very much. And Bobby, you'll be getting yours back as soon as I can get out to the post office. Second thing that he gave me was a gift certificate for Lowe's. And he said, the gift certificate, I can go to Lowe's and pick up the lumber I need for my Helix. And David, tomorrow, I guess tomorrow's Saturday, I'll run out to Lowe's and I'll pick up the wood and make a couple of more circles. Anyhow, I want to thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed with your generosity, and I'm glad to have you as a friend and a subscriber. Thanks for all your support, and thank you. I just don't know what else to say. Thanks very much. Stay tuned, guys, and I'll give you an overview of some more modifications that I'm making, or actually not more, but just a little bit further that I've gone on the modifications. Anyhow, stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back at the layout. What you guys are looking at right now is the east end of Mo-Best Yard. When you make changes, sometimes you got to make concessions. And one of the concessions I have made is, because of the modification with the second verse loop, I had to get rid of that road back there. And actually it's not very prototypical to get rid of it because it is a legal road. I also want you guys to know that I'm using my modeler's license to the fullest extent before I show you this. What I'm going to do is add this mountain back here. It's not prototypical, but like I said, I have to make some changes. That road that's back there actually is on the corner of this street which is 19th Avenue, and that road is called Fillmore. Yeah, we have president named streets. So anyhow, I'm thinking of taking that street, moving it over to here, and modifying that mountain, or building a whole new mountain that I could still have the road that needs to be there. So now, because I'm making this concession here, I decided to add another overpass. And this overpass will go from the mountain all the way along the back end right to that wall. Now that overpass is going to be the I-17. And I know I mentioned in my other video that I had the I-10 on the other side. They do intersect or interchange in this area. Where they are on my layout, well, it's not very prototypical. This one is. The other one is kind of, well, yes it could be, yes it no, and yes it can't be. Anyhow, by moving all of this stuff around, I have less space to worry about with sand plumbing. And I also have what I did with, well, let me get back to the mountain. This mountain was on my previous layout, and it was a total of 4 feet long. I did cut it so it can go around that wall, and don't know if I'm going to keep it there, but if I do, it's actually less space that I have to worry about for buildings and structures and stuff. So anyhow, in this space where all my junk is, will be a heavy equipment leasing company that will be right next door to sand, and then right next to that will be a truck repair place. Okay, I'm on a tripod right now, guys, so I'm going to take it off the tripod. I'm going to cut the film here and take it off the tripod and do the rest with a handheld. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Alright, now we're at the west end of the yard, where is the yard ladder. And first of all, I want you all to know that every one of these POS Atlas turnouts are coming out of here. I'm going to have some scratch build turnouts on this layout. Anyhow, I did make some changes as far as where I'm going to remove the turnouts in the yard, so I have easy access to my ground throws. Of course, these are all, like I said, pieces of junk. So anyhow, those are all going to get replaced. Now the second modification is, I told you guys that I had a third track in here. Well, that's gone now, and in its place is Hawkes Norton idea of putting a crossover there, and as you go further down the line, there'll be another crossover there. By doing all of this, I had to change all of this in here also. Had to change this one going to this industry, and then this one here comes back around the reverse loop. I made that curve a little bit broader so locomotives and cars go around nice and easily. So what happens here is train leaves the yard, let's say on this track, and he goes around, and he'd be on this track right here, but he has an option right now to cross over if he wanted to. But let's say he doesn't, and he comes down this track, he goes through into the other room, goes around the layout in the other room, and then comes back on the outside track. Now on the outside track, he's got a decision. He can go back into the yard, or he can take the outside track and go all the way down and go around the backside and then come out the reverse loop, and he'd be on this track. And this track here goes out and joins back up. So basically there's a continuous loop there if I want it. If he decides to go into the yard, I would make this track right here my arriving train, and then the engine could break off and use the outside track there and do the crossover there, and he can come back in and well, actually I made a boo-boo there. Coming back out on the outside track, and he will take this crossover and he'd be able to come back on this line right here, and either he can do his switching ops or he can go back to the engine facility. Anyhow, this is going to be a slow process. Having some hand-laid turnouts made for me as we speak, and I won't tell you who that is until I get them and install them on the layout, and then I will tell you who is doing them for me and what we are doing to get it done. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. For now, folks, BNSF 6951 out.